wanted to take a quick second to show you how to set up group sessions for a class to be able to do. I wanted to show you from the teacher side and what it would look like for the students. So I've logged into Study Island as a teacher, and you'll see you'll land on your Cincy page, and I usually just click straight to teacher page. So let me go to teacher page. Once I'm on the teacher page, I'm going to check to make sure my class is active. So I'm going to go to Class Manager. I'm going to click on my class, and this is where I have all my students listed. After I click on my class, I'm going to look and I'm going to see right here I do have my class manager or my class page activated. If it's not activated, your students will not be able to see anything or see a group session. So I've checked that. Now I'm going to find the standard that I want my students to practice. So over to the left-hand side are your Oklahoma programs. Underneath all of your teacher page buttons, these are your programs. These go with any of the standards that Study Island, through Oklahoma, that Study Island has loaded for you. So you pick your grade level. So I'm going to say I'm a third grade teacher. You're going to pick math or ELA. So I'm going to click ELA. And I want my students to practice practice roots and affixes. So I'm going to click on roots and affixes. And this is going to bring up several different options where you can do practice mode, game mode, group sessions. So this is exactly how your students go through to find their lessons. And you can do that as a teacher as well. So I'm going to click on, I want to do a group session. So I'm going to click on group session, and I can choose a number of questions. So if I want my students to just do like an exit ticket question, I can choose one question. If I want them to practice however many questions I want to, if I want to make it a whole lesson, I can choose up to 30 questions, or so you just choose however many. For this one, I'm just going to choose 3 questions. I'm going to press the next button. And this is where you're going to choose whether you want to start a new session or open up a session that you've already saved. Most of the time, you're going to start a new session. The only time you would open up a session that you've saved is if you ran out of time with a class, then you can open up that session. But for right now, I'm going to show you a new session. Click on that, press next, and I'm going to choose my class. So I'm going to choose which class I want it to go to. I only have one class set up. I'm going to title it. It does require a title. So I'm going to title it, roots and, how about I add an and sign in there? And I can change the number of questions at this point as well. And then it says, do you want the questions to be shown or hidden? So if I want them shown, that means that when I press to the next question, the student will be able to see the question. If I want it hidden, the student will not be able to see the question until I press the start polling, and I'll show you how to do all of that. For me, I would say to show the question. Once you have done that, you press start session, and it says, are you ready to start? So you say yes if you're ready to start. And this shows you the question that will be answered. So it shows you, it gives them a little reading, it gives them a little question. This one is a drop-down menu, so they would just choose. You can kind of go over this, walk them through there, and it will show you who has answered and who has not answered. You'll notice I have no students in there because I'm not logged in and have started this. So I'm going to switch over to a student real fast and log in as a student. So when a student logs in, they just log in like normal. They'll see your class. So that's the title of my class. They click the arrow, it drops down, and I see that I have a group session, roots and affixes. Oops, I forgot my S. So I click on that group session, and what it automatically pops up, your teacher has not will begin polling soon. That's telling the student that I have not started polling, so they can't answer any questions. They can't do anything on this. So I'm going to switch back over to the teacher page, and I'm going to show you right here, if I want my students to start answering this question. Oh, right here, you can now see that that student is in there. If I want my students to start answering that question, I click Start Polling, and it opens up automatically for that student. That student can now answer the questions. So I'm just going to go through here. Answer, I'm going to not answer it correctly. Press Submit, and it says my question is answered. I can't do any more. So this is from the student side. The student can't do anything else until you as a teacher tell them that they can go on. So if I go back over to the teacher session, I'll see my student, this one has answered. I don't have any other students in this class. If I want to see, okay, I want to see or I can stop polling. I want to stop polling, but I want to see the results. I want to see how they did. So I'm going to click on the group session results. Oops. And it's going to load up, and it's going to show me a whole list, and this list will be longer with your students, and it's going to show you out of this question, this student got it wrong, this student got it right, wrong, right, however they get it. You can leave this up, or you can exit out of it and then go to the next question. So I'm going to exit out. I'm going to go to the next question. I'm going to say that they can start polling. So on the student, it automatically moves them. They don't have to do anything. It automatically moves them. They answer the question. This one is they have to choose, they just have to click on the question, submit it. It shows that that student has answered. I stop polling. I can check results, or I can even wait. It's going to load. It shows you for question 1, question 2. Another neat thing about this is you can show the correct answer from your teacher page, and it will show them, on theirs it shows them what they answered, but on yours, and this would be a great time to talk about it, you can pull up an explanation on it. You can print a worksheet. Maybe they're having a difficult problem or a difficult time with this. Let's say I ran out of time. We couldn't answer the last question. So I'm going to click Save for Later. And it says, are you sure you want to save? You say yes, and they'll be able to come back to this at a later time. Or if you say, okay, we're going to finish this question real fast, and then you just start polling. Student already has it. There it is. Submit. I'm going to stop polling, and I can end the session since they've answered that. So once you say that you have ended that session, it takes you out, and you can go and you can pull a school report from your group sessions. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know.